These are the two areas I wanted to help, and I set off doing that, and that's where this book was born. So, okay, so the way I think the sir has already summarized in terms of the book, which is a very initially covers the 4 chapters, where any reader will find that he will identify himself. My life, I have gone through these situations. So how do I connect? Make a perception. Something is wrong. Something is not. Something needs to be understood. Let's put it that way. Okay, why this is happening? I am not finding. I have to. I'm not happy this job. I'm not happy that job. My boss is not helping me. Same issues are repeating possibly. So somewhere there is a appreciation of the situation, and then he needs to then take a self-reflection, discover my own strength. We all have lots of strength, but unless I sit down and take a stock of my own strength, my own passion, most times we don't work with our passion. I work because this is my degree, this is my job, this company is good, I'll continue. But my heart is not really in with that. So unless that, what they say, the psychology beautifully describes, passion is a form of energy. Because when you work on what you're passionate, there's a huge amount of energy. It's like a nuclear bomb comes out. And that energy drives you, and that energy convinces the boss or the audience or the customer. So you got to align yourself with your passion. So this is something which, if the way this can be understood, my own strength in your discovery phase. That is the 2nd chapter. The 3rd chapter gives my life experiences, and I would say the two, just in short line, I wanted to have a better kind of a job description content where I was working, but it wasn't possible for some reason. Bosses tried to help me by offering me number of opportunities, but they were disturbing my home family life, and so I didn't accept. I had to move out of Bombay, baby. So I rejected 1, 2, 3. So the environment, company giving me opportunity, but I don't understand all these things. So I don't leave. I'm unhappy at the job. Now I want to leave, but this company is so big, with big name, big salary. Company is happy with me, but I am not so happy with the company. Now if I want to leave, I don't have courage to give my even resignation. I said, should I buy this uncertainty of another job, another company? And that always puts me off. So the courage was missing, and that is the reason I suffered. I described in the book that's where I suffered, because I didn't have a courage. Now courage is something I can't gather from anywhere. I have to develop. The second element I have in the book, which I describe, is my family experience. Because with all the stress in my life around that time, almost 5 years of severe strain, I of course I must say sorry to my family, children who have gone through that. But I wasn't spending time with my family really in those days, with stress all the time. And once I decided that I must change, and what changed? That's where I had gone bit exposed to the spirituality by chance. And spirituality, I mean, it's a big word, it doesn't mean anything. It's think good, be good. In a simple language, I would like to put that. So when I started getting exposed to that, somewhere I learned that give happiness and take happiness. You can't get happiness unless you give happiness, because that person has no reason or no power to make you happy, because he is unhappy with you. So the first power element is you have to give. When I realized this, then I got some lever in my hand. So I was returning with my carpool partners, and I said, I'm going to change this today when I go home. I will spend time with my son, who was just 10-year-old. And I said, I will change myself. So I come home, and then I ring the bell, my wife opens the door, and then I see my son was sitting on the ground doing some homework, And I was excited to announce. I said, my son Nisar, beta, I'm going to spend time today with you. He heard and came back his reply. He said, Papa, impossible. You will watch TV or you will pick up a Times of India or some magazine. In fraction of a second. That means he knew me so well that even I didn't know my son. I was shocked. And very soon I gathered and I said, no, beta, because I was so clear in my mind, decided that I want to spend. I said, Lord, I'm coming in 2 minutes. I just get refreshed and come back. I get refreshed, come back, and I said, here, I sat down with him and I look at him and he looks at me. And what do I see? What a glow on his face. Incredible glow. I never saw that. I remember even today. I was on top of the world. This is what my one experience. He was 10-year-old. I'm not talking about 20-year-old story. But that drove me into how we can change our life, our family's life. And when they are happy, that gives me an extra energy to be really, go to the world and do anything, because now the whole family is with you. So this is the experience, I think, is right. And this then the fourth chapter talks about, once you are clear you want to change, you got to pump in power yourself. You have to be the driver. So self-drive is the only way you can move forward. Thereafter the transformation phase starts, and